Good morning, y'all. Just for time's sake, it is 10:45 a.m. Thursday morning, December. What's December? What 15? I think it's December 15. I don't know. Let me look. December 15, and I just want to address this transaction week issue that people are gotten confused and thinking shady dealings is coming out of it. First of all, the I wanted to change the rule back in week one, but of course, with all the other things and changing the weeks of our actual regular season and things like that, that was clearly missed on the homepage. When about the time after week 12, going into our last regular season week for our fantasy league, which would be going into week 13, I wanted to get it on that burning down the far hill of the change. With everything going on, I forgot. So therefore, later in the day, I realized I forget this. So I'm like, okay, I'll just wait till the next week. As long as I get it in with at least a week's notice, people will be aware of it and not all shaked and shocking about it. So I get the week now going into week 14, burning down the far hill. I go in there and I clearly say week 14, close of week 14, kick off week 14. Well, yes, I clearly misspoke myself when I'm thinking our semifinals week and I say week 14. It was week 15. Clearly misspoke myself and I clearly put it wrong on the home page of the site. Upon correcting, realizing that mistake, which is now the recording was on Wednesday morning. That mistake, I realized it was now Saturday morning when I realized that I put everything up there wrong. So, I reiterate, Saturday morning, one game had been played, nothing had happened. I go in there, I make the necessary change on the home page. That's where I make the change. So, yes, I misspoke myself and, at least got the correction up in a relatively timely fashion upon me realizing the actual mistake of weeks. Got my weeks confused, there it is. So we go into then Sunday. Sunday is Sunday. And everything all the stuff happens. So we come to Tuesday. I make my transactions. Jer makes his. Chris makes his. Chris makes more of his. And all that happens, and then actually I think it's Jim that makes a comment first. I believe after either mine or Chris's, because I think it was me, Chris, Jer, Chris. After one of the two, just to make a point about that. And clearly he must not have seen the note up on the homepage any time before he made that comment. Yes, it was up there wrong, misspoke myself, sure. But I did make the correction in a timely enough fashion that this is not me actually making the correction like yesterday or Tuesday or Monday night. Because, or Sunday afternoon where I'm like, oh crap, I'm going to go ahead and cheat and open up the transaction thing so I can get some players. No, that's not what I'm doing. The spirit of that change was so that the people that were on a bye, and this was, I had in my head at the beginning of the season, people had their bye, had a chance to pick somebody up that does, if they're on a bye and someone gets blown up, how fair is, I'm the number one seed and my freaking top guy gets blown up and I don't get a chance to pick somebody up. That is the reason for the freaking rule. To give the people on a bye a chance that if something happens while they're sitting there, supposed to be chilling, they get a chance to make some corrections. That was the spirit of the rule. The spirit of the rule, I did not come in here on a Sunday evening and go, hey, watch this. No, I'm not like that. And if anybody knows me, no, I'm not going to do that. That's blatant cheating, and I'm not going to do that just so what? I can get a fourth championship in a row? For the most part, after January 3rd, all the talk dies. So, I'm not doing that for whatever. And everybody's like, oh, the money. I'm okay. It's a fantasy football. I'm going to lose. I thought I was going to lose last year. I thought I was going to lose the year before that. It's going to happen. So I'm not concerned about, here's I'm going to cheat and get some money. No, I still got to put the team on the field, and the team on the field still got to do what they got to do. I have no control over that. So, I just want to take a minute to explain all of that out. So as people are making comments to think of cheating and collusion and this isn't fair, well, you could have made the same transactions just like everybody else. So I just, this isn't a shady maneuver, and pretty much the reason why the rule is in place is the reason why, things have happened and they executed because it was in place. If at this point in the season, unless something happens, I think everybody's got their team. That's just me. It's not like someone's blowing up. In the week 14 you got to do it. But so that's it. So if you guys want to comment back to me on this and keep uprising, it's unfair. Okay, go ahead. Am I going to change all the rosters back for these transactions? No, because I believe none of this was done illegally or shady. Like I said, if it's any fault, it'd be mine for, not getting it out when I initially wanted to get it out, and it took me too long to make the final correction to get it out. So I guess that's where it'd be on me. So you guys can hate me and, curse the commissioner and, you do this job. Other than that, yeah, leave your comments. Email me if you guys are all posting things on there. You can email me if you feel that slighted, and we'll go from there. So, but that's all I got. I just want to get that out there. Talk to you guys later. Out.